Today on September 4th, Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this right now. It's an emergency. The identity of this person who wants to harm you, open immediately, is out. Here is the name. Open it quickly. Archangel Michael says, the heavens are not silent today. I have descended with urgency because there is no time to waste. A shadow has been lurking, moving closer to you with intentions darker than you have imagined, and I cannot let you walk into danger unprepared. I order you to open this right now, for this is no ordinary message. It is a divine alarm ringing for your safety. The one who pretends to be your friend has been plotting in secrecy, and the truth is about to be revealed before your very eyes. This is an emergency, and the heavens will not allow you to stay in the dark any longer. This person's identity is no longer hidden. Their name has been whispered across realms and carried by angels into my hands. What they have been planning would have shattered your peace, stolen your blessings, and left you wondering why everything you built suddenly collapsed. But the light is stronger than their schemes. Every attempt to mask their intentions has failed, and now the truth is too heavy for them to carry any longer. The heavens are pulling the mask from their face, forcing them into the light where you will see clearly and act decisively. Archangel Michael says your intuition has been nudging you lately. Small signs have crossed your path, strange messages, uneasy feelings when they are near, moments where you felt watched. These were not coincidences. They were your spirit alerting you to danger. The person you thought you could trust has been whispering your name in places of betrayal. They have been building a quiet alliance with forces that wish to see you fall, believing their plan was flawless. What they do not note is that the heavenly army have been watching every move. Even as they plotted, every step was recorded in the divine scrolls. Every word they spoke behind your back echoed in the halls of heaven. And today, on this very date, that scroll has been opened, and their identity is written plainly for you to see. This revelation is not just a warning, it is a chance for you to reclaim your power. No longer will you walk blindfolded among serpents. No longer will your kindness be used as a weapon against you. Archangel Michael says, the enemy comes disguised, hiding under familiar smiles and comforting words. They know how to mimic care, how to cloak their intentions with false loyalty. But there is one thing they cannot fake, the energy of truth. That energy has been leaking through the cracks of their deception, and heaven has caught it. I have seen their meetings in secret places, their hands exchanging promises in darkness. I heard their voice when they thought no one could hear. The one you trusted with your heart is the one sharpening a blade behind your back. The friend you welcomed at your table has been poisoning the very cup you shared. But heaven has reached its limit, and no further harm will be allowed to touch you. I am standing beside you with my sword drawn. The light of divine justice is surrounding you, making every trap they set collapse beneath their feet. You are shielded from their plans, and now you will finally know who they truly are. There is a name, and it has been revealed. This is not rumor, or speculation. It is carved in the heavenly records and shouted by angels who can no longer stay silent. The time for pretending is over. You will feel a shift in the air when this revelation comes to you. Suddenly, their face will no longer seem the same. The charm they used to hide behind will melt away, and you will see every sign you missed before. This exposure is not meant to destroy you. It is meant to save you. The heavens would rather shake your heart with the truth than watch you sink in the comfort of a lie. And so, they have sent me, Archangel Michael, to stand before you and speak these words with fire. From this moment forward, nothing they tried to hide will stay hidden. Every message, every whisper, every action they take against you will be brought to light until you have the full truth in your hands. Archangel Michael says, this is happening because your destiny is too great. The path you are walking leads to breakthroughs that terrify those who walk in darkness. They see your rising light as a threat, and they have united against you to stop it. But heaven laughs at their attempts. What is blessed cannot be cursed. The plans of the wicked crumble like ash in the hands of divine warriors. I have been assigned to protect you in this very hour. My shield is raised, my sword is ready, and my wings have formed an impenetrable wall around you. No weapon forged against you can succeed while heaven is your defense. This revelation is the turning point. When you hear this name, you will understand why certain events in your life unfolded the way they did. Pieces of the puzzle will lock together, and the bigger picture will finally make sense. From this day forward, you will no longer doubt the whispers of your soul, the strange dreams, the flickers of intuition, the sudden feelings of unease. They were not illusions, they were messages from heaven preparing you for this moment. The name revealed to you will sting at first. It will test your strength because betrayal always cuts deepest when it comes from those closest to you. But do not fear this pain. It is only the birth cry of your deliverance. After the name is revealed, watch as heaven moves swiftly. Doors that were locked against you will swing open. Relationships that drained you will fall away effortlessly. Blessings that were delayed by deception will rush toward you with divine speed. Every ounce of energy they used against you will backfire. The pits they dug will swallow their own intentions. The storms they sent will return to their camp with thunder and fire. Archangel Michael says, this exposure is also a gift of wisdom. Once you see their true face, you will never again be fooled by such darkness. The spiritual sight you gain today will protect you for the rest of your life. Angels are now surrounding your home, sealing every window and doorway with light. They are whispering truths into your spirit, truths that will keep you 3 steps ahead of every hidden enemy. The moment you receive this message fully, the enemy loses power. Secrets are their greatest weapon. But today that weapon is shattered. Transparency has arrived, and heaven will make sure nothing is left concealed. Your safety, your destiny, your blessings, everything they wanted to steal, is now guarded under divine command. They cannot touch what heaven has claimed as its own. Every heartbeat is counting down to the moment you finally know. This is why I have ordered you to open this message without hesitation. Delay gives darkness room to move, and heaven has declared there is no more room left for it to grow. When the revelation hits, do not doubt it. Do not dismiss it. It is not paranoia or overthinking. It is the voice of divine protection speaking through undeniable truth. This is the moment you take back your power. This is the moment heaven steps into the battle for you. And when it is done, you will not only be safe, you will rise higher than you ever thought possible. I, Archangel Michael, swear by the light of the Almighty that this truth will be your shield, and no harm will prevail against you again. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $1.20. Archangel Michael says, as this revelation unfolds, you will notice how heaven orchestrates every detail around you. Loving is random in this moment. The very people who once stood silently by will begin to speak truths they can no longer hold back. Conversations you never imagined having will suddenly occur, and they will all point to the same hidden enemy. You may feel overwhelmed as these layers are peeled away. But know this: every revelation is guided by divine order. Angels are holding your heart steady as you receive each piece of information. Even when it feels like too much to bear, a heavenly hand will lift you and give you the strength to face it all. This exposure is more than protection. It is a cleansing. Every shadow in your path is being burned away by divine fire. Those who intended to harm you will not just be revealed. They will be removed, leaving your life purified for greater blessings. The heavens rejoice as truth wins over deception. With each passing moment, the dark forces lose control, their alliances crumble, and their influence shatters. The moment this name is revealed, your entire spiritual atmosphere will shift into victory. Archangel Michael says, when betrayal is exposed, it often triggers confusion and emotional storms, but not for you. Not this time. The angels surrounding you are already calming those waves. They are bringing clarity to your mind and peace to your spirit so that when you see the truth, you will stand unshaken. This person's intentions may have been strong, but your divine protection is stronger. Their traps have been identified, their whispered lies neutralized, and their hidden deals decepted by heavenly intervention. Even as you read these words, unseen battles are being fought and won on your behalf. Swords of light are clashing against the darkness that dared to threaten you. Victory is unfolding in real time, and you are on the winning side. Remember, the exposure of this name is not the end. It is the beginning of restoration. From this moment forward, nothing that was stolen from you will remain lost. Heaven will return it all, multiplied and purified, untouched by the enemy's plans. There will come a moment, very soon, where the name will be spoken directly to you. It may arrive through a sudden message, a confession, or a divine sign that leaves no doubt. When it comes, do not hesitate to believe it. The truth will pierce through all previous lies. The mask they wore so skillfully will not survive under the light of revelation, and when you see who it truly is, every unanswered question in your life will finally be resolved. Angels will guide your next steps once the name is known. You will not walk this path alone. Heaven's counsel will be your guide. Every decision you make from that moment will be divinely inspired, ensuring that you escape every remaining trap untouched. This is why this message is urgent. This is why it must be open now. Heaven has waited long enough. The time for exposure is finally here. Archangel Michael says, you were chosen for this protection because your destiny holds a weight the enemy cannot tolerate. They fear what you are meant to accomplish. They see the light you carry and know that once you rise fully, their schemes against others will also fail. This revelation does not just save you. It saves many. By removing this hidden danger from your life, you are also breaking chains that would have ensnared countless others. Your courage to receive this truth sets a divine ripple effect in motion. Every angel in heaven is rejoicing for what is about to happen. The courts of heaven have declared judgment over the darkness that tried to destroy you. From this day forward, no hidden plot will succeed against you. When you wake tomorrow, you will notice something remarkable. The air will feel lighter. Your sleep will feel deeper, and even your thoughts will feel free from the heavy fog they tried to cast over you. that is the power of heavenly revelation. Archangel Michael says, as the night falls and dawn breaks, this message continues to echo in the unseen realm. The winds of heaven are shifting in your favor. This person who sought to harm you is losing the ability to hide in the shadows because the light of divine truth is relentlessly exposing them. Every attempt they made to cover their tracks is now failing. Messages they thought were deleted are resurfacing, secrets they believed would stay buried are bubbling to the surface. Heaven has determined that no more time will be wasted in keeping this truth from you. The identity of this person is being whispered to you even now through signs you cannot ignore. You might notice a familiar name repeating unexpectedly, or a sudden thought pressing on your mind, making you uneasy. These are divine signals pointing directly to the one who planned to harm you. Your angels are aligning every detail so that when the moment arrives, the truth will be undeniable, no confusion will remain. No lie will hold power. The revelation will be crystal clear, striking like lightning in the midnight sky. Archangel Michael says, you are not imagining the sudden shifts in your surroundings. The atmosphere is heavy because unseen forces are battling fiercely for your protection. Every second counts, and the heavenly army is working to ensure you emerge victorious. This person underestimated the strength of your spiritual covering. They thought you were alone, easy to deceive. But they did not know that you were guarded by divine command. Every angel assigned to you has been watching, recording, and preparing for this moment of exposure. What they meant for harm is now turning into a divine testimony. Their betrayal will become your stepping stone. Their plan to silence you will instead amplify your voice, making it stronger than ever before. Even as this revelation unfolds, blessings are being stored out for you. The trials they caused are about to be transformed into triumphs. The very energy they used to harm you will return as a wave of restoration and divine favor. The name of this hidden enemy has already been declared in the heavenly courts. Justice has been set in motion, and no human hand can stop it now. Their influence is crumbling piece by piece, and soon, they will have no power to touch you again. This truth will break spiritual chains you didn't know existed. You will see old patterns of misfortune dissolve, strange barriers disappear, and doors of opportunity burst open. That is how powerful the removal of this dark force will be. You are stepping into a new season of discernment. Your spirit will sharpen like a sword, able to sense deceit before it even approaches. Never again will you be blindsided by betrayal. Never again will your trust be used as a weapon against you. This moment marks the beginning of your divine awakening. Everything that was unclear will become visible. Everything that was confusing will suddenly make sense. This is how heaven ensures you rise unshaken. Archangel Michael says, remember this. Your safety is sealed. The reason this message is so urgent is because the enemy was preparing one final strike. They believed they could win if they moved fast enough. But heaven moved faster. This revelation is intercepting their plan at the very moment it was meant to cause the greatest harm. What they plotted in darkness is collapsing before their own eyes. And they are powerless to stop it. Once the name is revealed to you, do not be afraid to cut ties. Do not hesitate to walk away. This is not an act of cruelty. It is an act of divine obedience and self-preservation. Heaven will guide your every step as you distance yourself from danger. New alliances will form around you. People who are truly loyal, who carry light instead of shadows. These connections will replace the false ones the enemy tried to use. You will know them by the peace you feel in their presence. Even now, as these words reach you, spiritual forces are clearing your path. Hidden traps are being dismantled, false friendships are breaking apart, and lies are being destroyed at their roots. Every harmful word spoken against you is returning empty. Every curse sent your way is turning into a blessing. Every attempt to stop your destiny is becoming fuel to accelerate it. The enemy thought they had time, but their time is over. The revelation of their identity is the final blow to their influence in your life. Heaven has waited long enough. Justice is being delivered today. Your name is being lifted into divine protection. Angels are writing your safety in heavenly fire, untouchable by darkness. From this day forward, no secret enemy will be able to rise against you without immediate exposure. Archangel Michael says, hold on to your courage as this truth unfolds. Some people will try to convince you otherwise, telling you not to believe what is being revealed. This is because darkness fights hardest when it knows it is losing. Trust what heaven is showing you. Trust the divine signs. You will feel an unshakable knowing in your spirit when the truth is revealed. That inner confirmation is heaven's signature of authenticity. Your strength will not only protect you but inspire others. Many around you are also trapped by the same deceiver without realizing it. When you step into truth, they too will find the courage to break free. This is why you are chosen. This is why heaven fights so fiercely for you. Your deliverance is not just personal. It is part of a greater divine rescue mission to bring light where darkness has ruled for too long. Archangel Michael says, as the spiritual battle intensifies, the heavens are roaring like thunder over your life. This is not just a simple warning. It is a heavenly decree that darkness can no longer operate in secrecy around you. The chains of manipulation, lies, and betrayal are snapping one by one, and nothing will ever be the same again. Every moment that passes brings more exposure. The face of this person who wants to harm you is becoming clearer. They can no longer move freely without their actions being illuminated by divine light. What they thought was a clever plan has now become a trap of their own making, tightening around them with each breath they take. Your dreams might feel different tonight. You may see flashes of faces, places, and events that seem connected to betrayal. This is not random. It is heaven sending you confirmation through visions, unveiling secrets that the physical world tried to hide from you. The urgency of this message is because heaven cannot allow you to remain vulnerable. You are a chosen one, and your mission on this earth carries too much importance to be destroyed by hidden enemies. Today marks the divine turning point where you rise above every attack designed to silence you. Archangel Michael says, the whispers in the dark have reached their end. Every scheme that involved your name is now unraveling in the same silence it was born from. Those who conspired against you are now experiencing divine discomfort. They can no longer hold their composure when they stand in your presence. The name you are about to hear will shock you. It may belong to someone you once held close to your heart, someone you never imagined could turn against you. But remember, heaven reveals not to destroy your soul but to protect and elevate you. When this truth comes out, you will not just be a survivor. You will emerge as a conqueror. This revelation is unlocking spiritual authority within you that even you did not know you possessed. The moment you accept this divine truth, you will walk in unstoppable power and wisdom. Justice is not delayed any longer. Every wrongdoing, every hidden plot, every harmful word and action is now being balanced by the scales of divine justice. No earthly power can override this decree. The angels have surrounded your home, guarding every corner with heavenly fire. They are sealing every entrance against dark energies. This person's ability to harm you is not only exposed but spiritually disabled. They cannot cross the line heaven has drawn around you. You may notice sudden disconnections, calls unanswered, invitations withdrawn, strange disappearances of certain people from your life. Do not grieve these losses. This is heaven removing snakes from your garden before they can strike again. When you hear the name, allow your spirit to guide your actions. You will not need to fight in the way humans fight. Heaven has already won this war for you. Your victory will not come with chaos but with a calm, decisive release from all chains of deception. The divine light shining on this situation will bring healing, not just for you but for generations to come. This exposure breaks a cycle of betrayal that has plagued your family line for years. You are the chosen one through whom heaven ends this curse. Archangel Michael says, as you step into this truth, doors to abundance will fling open. The energy once used to block your blessings will transform into divine acceleration. You will notice financial breakthroughs, restored health, and renewed peace flowing into your life. The revelation of this person's identity is the key that unlocks long-delayed promises. There is wealth, opportunity, and honor tied to your destiny that darkness tried to steal, but now, with this truth revealed, nothing can stop what is meant for you. Prepare yourself mentally and spiritually. When this name is spoken, emotions will rise like waves. There may be anger, sadness, or disbelief, but do not let these feelings hold you captive. Instead, let them fuel your determination to walk boldly in divine light. This is the hour of heavenly triumph. The universe has shifted in your favor, and the divine council has declared your victory. Nothing and no one can overturn this decision. You are being elevated into a position where deception can no longer reach you. The discernment you gain today will act like a shield around your soul. Every future attempt to harm you will be seen and dismantled before it can touch your life. This exposure is more than a momentary revelation, it is a permanent transformation. The spiritual veil that once blinded you is completely lifted. From this day on, your eyes will see through falsehood like crystal clear water. The person who wanted to harm you underestimated the divine plan. It believed they were powerful enough to rewrite your destiny. But heaven has spoken, and your story remains untouched, unbroken, and unshakable. Your rise will shock even those who supported the betrayal. They will witness how heaven favors those who walk in truth and righteousness. Your testimony will silence every lie and magnify the glory of divine protection. Archangel Michael says, be prepared for swift changes. Relationships, opportunities, and paths that no longer serve your highest good will dissolve quickly. Do not resist these changes. They are signs that heaven is clearing your way for new blessings. The revelation of this hidden enemy is the last piece of a puzzle heaven had been building for you. Once placed, the full picture of your destiny will emerge with stunning clarity. You will finally understand why certain delays, hardships, and betrayals occurred. This knowledge empowers you. It makes you untouchable because you are armed with divine truth. You will step forward with unshakable confidence, guided by angelic whispers and heavenly signs that lead you to victory after victory. Even the person who wanted to harm you will come to realize the power of divine justice. They will face consequences that force them to see the error of their ways. Some may even attempt to seek forgiveness. But by then, heaven will have already elevated you beyond their reach. Archangel Michael says, "The moment is drawing nearer where you will witness divine intervention unlike anything you have ever seen." This revelation is not just a whisper of truth. It is a tidal wave of heavenly light crashing into every corner of deception surrounding your life. Every shadow that tried to conceal danger from your eyes is being burned away by the fire of divine justice. This person who plotted against you have been trembling in silence for days. They know the spiritual walls are closing in. The guilt they carry is no longer hidden, it is leaking into their words, their actions, and even their presence. When you see them, you may notice their inability to meet your eyes. That is the weight of divine truth pressing down upon them. Your angels have been tirelessly working behind the scenes. They have visited places you could not go, uncovered evidence you could not see, and blocked attacks you never even realized were headed your way. The heavenly scrolls record every detail, ensuring that when this exposure is complete, there will be no room for lies or manipulation. The name of this hidden enemy is echoing in the halls of heaven. Angelic voices chanted as a decree of justice, declaring that no more harm can touch your life. Soon, this name will reach your ears in a way that cannot be silenced or denied. Archangel Michael says, "The divine clock is ticking, and your destiny cannot wait any longer." You have endured betrayals that would have broken many others, yet you stood firm. Heaven has seen your resilience and has decided that today marks the beginning of your complete freedom. Every tear you shed because of this person's actions has been collected by angels and transformed into spiritual armor. That pain you once felt will never go to waste. It is now the source of your supernatural strength. You will rise from this moment untouchable, with wisdom that cannot be corrupted by lies again. The heavenly armies have drawn a line around your soul. It glows like a barrier of fire, impenetrable by dark intentions. Anyone who dares to cross it will face immediate divine consequence, unable to succeed in harming you again. This revelation is the final act of war against the forces that tried to silence your purpose. It will end not in your downfall but in your glorious elevation. Heaven is lifting you to heights where no enemy can reach. You may notice sudden clarity in your thoughts, as if a fog is lifting from your mind. That is heaven sharpening your discernment, ensuring that once the name is revealed, you will immediately recognize why every past event happened the way it did. The pieces of your life that once seemed broken will align perfectly. Betrayals will suddenly make sense, failed connections will reveal their hidden meaning, and delays that frustrated you will be understood as divine protection. This is not just a revelation of an enemy's name, it is a revelation of your own destiny. You are stepping into divine alignment where every step you take is protected and empowered by heavenly authority. Nothing that was stolen from you will remain lost. Every opportunity, every blessing, every relationship meant for your highest good will be restored in abundance. The enemy who tried to harm you will be forced to watch as heaven honors you. Archangel Michael says, "This person's downfall will not come by human hands, heaven itself is delivering judgment. The same pit they dug for you is collapsing beneath their own feet. The same schemes they crafted to harm you are backfiring with divine precision. Soon, those who once doubted you will see the truth. They will witness how heaven fights for you and how darkness cannot survive in the presence of divine light. Their faith in you will be restored, and your reputation will shine brighter than ever. Do not let fear grip your heart as the named is revealed. Fear is the weapon of the enemy, but courage is your divine shield. Stand strong in the knowledge that the Creator of all things has already declared your victory. Your story will inspire others to trust in divine justice. Many who have faced hidden enemies will look to your testimony as proof that no evil can defeat a soul protected by heaven. The day will come, very soon, when you will look back at this moment and see it as the turning point of your life. From this day forward, you will no longer live in uncertainty, constantly questioning who you can trust. This revelation will give you peace, clarity, and a fresh start untainted by betrayal. Even those who once sided with the one who tried to harm you will see the error of their ways. Some will walk away in shame, while others will seek your forgiveness. Heaven will guide you in discerning who deserves reconciliation and who must be left behind. Every step you take after this exposure will be divinely orchestrated. Your finances, relationships, and personal growth will flourish because the spiritual roadblocks have been removed. This is the kind of breakthrough that only comes once in a lifetime. The heavens are not just revealing an enemy, they are unveiling the beginning of your greatest season yet. Prepare your heart, for what is coming is far greater than what hath been lost. Archangel Michael says, even now, as you take in these words, a shift is happening in the unseen, the truth is pushing its way to the surface. Conversations are being had in secret that you are not yet aware of, but these conversations are setting the stage for full exposure. The name of this person is no longer a secret in the spiritual realm, it has been spoken in divine judgment, and soon it will be spoken in your hearing. You will not have to search for it. It will come directly to you, as if heaven itself delivered it to your doorstep. When that moment comes, remember that this is your deliverance. Do not run from it. Do not ignore it, stand in it with courage and allow heaven to complete the work it has begun. This exposure is not the end of your journey, but the foundation of your elevation. Everything you have been through has prepared you for the blessings that will now flow without interruption. Archangel Michael says, every heartbeat draws you closer to the moment of full revelation. The divine scroll has already been opened in the higher realms, and the truth is cascading down like a river, unstoppable and powerful. You are not standing alone in this battle. Armies of angels march on your behalf, dismantling every web of deceit that has been spun around your life. Even as you read this, the person who plotted against you is feeling pressure they cannot explain. Their mind is unsettled, their plans are failing, and their once secret alliances are crumbling. The energy of exposure is surrounding them like an invisible fire, making it impossible for them to continue hiding. The heavens have recorded every detail of their schemes, the nights they spent speaking against you. The hidden conversations, the false promises. Each action has been weighed and judged, the verdict is clear. Their time of deception has ended, and divine justice is already unfolding. This revelation will be loud enough for you to hear, but silent enough to protect your dignity. Heaven will make sure you know exactly who this person is without putting you in danger. The message will reach you in a way that leaves no room for misunderstanding. It will strike your spirit with divine certainty. Archangel Michael says, when the name is finally revealed, your entire energy field will shift. You will feel a sudden release, as if chains you never knew were there have fallen away. This is the power of truth. It frees, it heals, and it restores balance to your soul. Your dreams and visions will begin to align with reality. What was once unclear will crystallize, and you will navigate your future with a level of confidence that only divine protection can provide. This revelation is not a punishment. It is a rescue. The heavens are pulling you away from disaster before it can manifest. The danger they intended for you will not touch your path because the divine shield is impenetrable. The enemy thought they were clever, but they underestimated the power of light. In a single moment, darkness is being overturned, and the brightness of truth is filling every hidden corner of this situation. In the hours to come, you may notice unusual signs, sudden chills, flickers of light, repeated numbers, whispers of names you hadn't thought of in a long time. These are not random events. They are the footsteps of angels closing in, delivering messages that prepare you for what is about to unfold. Your spirit is awakening to the reality of divine timing. The revelation will not arrive too early nor too late. It will land exactly when you are strong enough to face it and wise enough to act upon it. The removal of this hidden danger is setting you up for blessings that have been waiting behind locked gates. Heaven is turning the key, unlocking doors to opportunities you once believed were lost forever. Nothing can stop this shift, not fear, not doubt, not even the enemy's desperate attempts to change course. Divine judgment has been declared, and it will be fulfilled without delay. Archangel Michael says, "There is no need for you to seek revenge or fight with human hands. The battle is spiritual, and heaven has already claimed victory on your behalf. Your role is to stand firm in faith and allow divine forces to complete what they have started. This is why I have been sent to speak to you directly. I have watched your pain, your confusion, and your silent prayers for clarity. Today, those prayers are being answered in a way that will leave you in awe of heaven's power. When you receive the name, you may feel the urge to confront them, to demand explanations for their betrayal, but listen closely. Heaven will guide your response. Not every battle needs words. Sometimes silence, distance, and divine authority speak louder than anything else. This is not just about protection. It is about positioning you for your greatest destiny. The revelation removes obstacles that have blocked your path for years, allowing your true purpose to shine without interference. You are stepping into a season of supernatural discernment. This means you will sense deceit before it approaches, recognize danger before it strikes, and identify false intentions without struggle. This is one of the greatest gifts heaven is granting you in this moment of exposure. The angels have already begun rearranging your surroundings. People who are meant to support you are being drawn closer, while those who carry hidden malice are being pushed out of your circle. These sudden changes may feel unsettling, but they are necessary for your safety and elevation. Once the identity of this hidden enemy is revealed, you will see blessings flow in ways you have never experienced. Business opportunities, unexpected financial relief, restored relationships, and healing in areas you thought were permanently broken, all of this will arrive because divine justice is clearing the way. This is why you were told to open this urgently. The heavens do not send warnings without purpose. This message is your shield, your preparation, and your victory declaration all in one. Archangel Michael says, every trial you have endured until now was not in vain. The betrayals, the silent attacks, the hidden plots, they were the enemy's desperate attempts to derail your divine mission, but they failed, because every plan was intercepted by heavenly power. You are still standing, stronger than before, because you were never alone. I, Michael, and countless angels have been surrounding you day and night, fighting battles you could not see. The enemy tried to trap you in fear and confusion, but heaven refused to let you fall. This revelation is not just about knowing who wants to harm you. It is about reclaiming your peace, your confidence, and your rightful position as a divinely protected soul. From this moment on, no one will ever be able to deceive you in the same way again. Even as you take these words into your heart, chains are breaking in the spiritual realm. Darkness is retreating, knowing it can no longer hold dominion over your life. The light of heaven is filling your atmosphere, sealing every crack the enemy wants you to enter. Archangel Michael says, the divine realm has not stopped moving on your behalf. Even now, as this message unfolds, angels are descending with swords of fire to cut away every remaining thread of danger. The person who wanted to harm you is being spiritually cornered. Unable to make a single move without heaven's eyes catching it. Their whispers have turned into frantic murmurs. They are panicking because their cover is blown. The allies they once depended on are abandoning them one by one, sensing that divine justice is imminent. What they thought would be their victory has now become their own downfall. You may soon hear strange news about this person, unexpected setbacks, sudden failures, plans collapsing without explanation. Do not be surprised. These are not coincidences, they are the visible signs of heavenly intervention dismantling every weapon formed against you. The moment of full revelation is almost here. Heaven is preparing to place the truth directly into your hands. It will arrive in a way that leaves no shadow of doubt. The clarity you receive will be so sharp that it will slice through every layer of deception that once clouded your judgment. Archangel Michael says, this truth is arriving not only to protect you, but to awaken your divine authority. For too long, darkness has tried to convince you that you are powerless, that you must simply endure betrayal and manipulation. But the heavens see you differently. You are a warrior wrapped in light. This revelation is like a trumpet call summoning your inner strength. The moment you embrace it, a new level of spiritual power will rise within you. You will no longer just survive attacks, you will crush them before they can form. The enemy who sought to harm you knows this. That is why they tried to move against you in secret. They feared what you could become once your eyes were opened. Today, that fear becomes reality because nothing can stop the awakening heaven has ordained for you. Your story is shifting from silent suffering to victory's triumph. The world around you will soon witness how powerfully heaven fights for its chosen ones. Signs will continue to appear as heaven gets closer to exposing the name. You may hear it unexpectedly in conversation, see it in a dream, or encounter a divine messenger who brings it to your attention. These are confirmations, and they will align perfectly, leaving no confusion. The enemy's own words may betray them. They might speak something accidentally, reveal details they meant to hide, or stumble into situations where their true intentions are made clear. This is heaven's way of ensuring the truth cannot be silenced. When the moment comes, you will feel a spiritual release unlike anything you have experienced before. The heaviness on your shoulders will vanish, replaced by a deep, unshakable peace. that is the assurance that heaven has fully taken control of the situation. From that day on, your path will be cleared of obstacles. The blessings that were blocked will flow freely, relationships meant to support you will strengthen, and opportunities once stolen will return multiplied. Archangel Michael says, the darkness that once surrounded you is breaking apart rapidly. This person's influence has been spiritually dismantled. Every attempt they make to harm you now rebounds with divine force, ensuring they can no longer succeed in their malicious intent. The light of truth is unstoppable. Like the rising sun, it pushes out every shadow. Once the identity is revealed, darkness will have no place to hide, and you will finally be free from every hidden chain that tried to bind you. This freedom will feel like stepping into a new life. You will notice immediate changes. Your sleep will be peaceful, your mind sharper, your emotions lighter. The weight of betrayal will lift as heaven restores everything that was unjustly taken from you. Remember, this moment is sacred. Heaven has been orchestrating it for longer than you realize. Every delay, every challenge you faced, every sudden change was part of the divine setup for this exact hour of revelation and victory. Archangel Michael says, as this battle concludes, your story will inspire others who are silently enduring similar attacks. They will see through you that no hidden enemy can triumph against a soul shielded by divine light. Your testimony will shine brighter than the lies told against you. People who once doubted you will come forward, apologizing for believing falsehoods. Justice will not only protect you, it will restore your honor and elevate your voice. Heaven will ensure that those who tried to harm you witness your blessings. They will see the tables turn in ways they never expected. The very schemes they used to harm you will become the tools that push you into greater success and recognition. This is divine vindication. It is heaven's way of proving that no weapon formed against the chosen can prosper. Your life will now stand as living proof of this eternal truth. The time is coming swiftly. Be ready to receive the name and act with the wisdom heaven provides. Trust that you are fully protected, fully guided, and fully empowered to handle whatever is revealed. You were never meant to walk in darkness. The light is now pouring in, illuminating every secret path, every hidden alliance, every silent betrayal. With this truth, your future will be built on unshakable foundations. The person who wanted to harm you is losing their grip over your destiny forever. Heaven has spoken, and no earthly force can undo what has been decreed. Archangel Michael says, stand tall, for you are stepping into a future where danger no longer hides in the shadows. The truth has set you free, and the divine shield around you will never fail. Archangel Michael says, as you draw nearer to the moment of exposure, the spiritual energy around you will intensify. You might notice sudden chills even when the air is warm, lights flickering in ways that seem unexplainable, or an overwhelming sense that someone is watching you. These sensations are not meant to scare you. They are divine alerts that the truth is about to surface. This person who wanted to harm you is being spiritually cornered. Every escape route they relied on is closing. Every ally they leaned upon is abandoning them. The divine net is tightening with precision, leaving them with no choice but to face the consequences of their actions. In their desperation, they may attempt to appear innocent, even loyal. They might send you messages, call you unexpectedly, or try to reconcile suddenly. Do not be deceived. These are not gestures of genuine change. They are last-minute attempts to hide from the truth that is about to crush their plans. The heavens have decreed that no false mask can survive this revelation. The moment their name is brought to light, their facade will crumble and the full weight of their intentions will be laid bare for you to see. Archangel Michael says, "You have endured enough. Heaven has watched your silent pain, the confusion, the sleepless nights, the questions that haunted your mind. Why would someone you trust and wish to harm you? Why did betrayal follow you when your heart remained pure?" Today, those questions begin to dissolve because heaven is giving you answers. The truth is not only coming to light, but will also bring deep healing to your soul. Once you see who this person truly is, you will finally release the weight of betrayal and walk free of emotional bondage. The angels have prepared this moment with extraordinary care. They are arranging divine encounters that will open your eyes gradually, ensuring you are not overwhelmed when the full truth arrives. Every detail of this revelation is perfectly timed for your protection and strength. What was meant to destroy you is now becoming the cornerstone of your unshakable victory. This is the divine reversal heaven promised for those chosen to rise above darkness. As the countdown continues, spiritual warfare rages fiercely in the unseen. The enemy is fighting desperately to keep their identity hidden, but they cannot stop the tide of divine light sweeping over them. The darkness is cracking like glass under intense pressure. You may experience moments of sudden clarity, flashes of memory, unexplained instincts, or dreams that feel more real than waking life. These are not ordinary experiences. They are spiritual revelations designed to guide you closer to the truth. Each time you experience these signs, know that heaven is pulling you out of deception step by step. What was once clouded is becoming transparent, and the power of discernment within you is sharpening like a divine blade. The moment you finally know this person's name, you will understand why certain seasons of your life felt blocked or delayed. The puzzle pieces will fit together perfectly, revealing the strategy of darkness and how heaven has defeated it at every turn. Archangel Michael says the exposure of this hidden enemy will not leave you in chaos. Instead, it will usher in a profound peace. Heaven is not only removing danger but also restoring everything that was lost because of this betrayal. Opportunities that slipped through your fingers will return. Relationships that were broken under false accusations will be mended. Financial blessings that were delayed will arrive in waves of abundance. Every area of your life that this person's darkness touched will be divinely healed. The heavens are not just exposing an enemy. They are writing your story. Your future will no longer carry the residue of manipulation and deceit. It will shine with the light of divine justice and spiritual freedom. Even those who once believed lies about you will witness the truth with their own eyes. Your vindication will be so powerful that no one will ever question your integrity again. This is not just deliverance. It is divine exaltation. Archangel Michael says this revelation is also activating hidden strengths within you. You are awakening to gifts and abilities you didn't realize you possessed. Spiritual sight, heightened intuition, and divine wisdom are being unlocked within your soul. These gifts will ensure that never again will deception entangle your path. You will sense darkness from afar, discern intentions with heavenly accuracy, and protect your destiny with unbreakable spiritual authority. This transformation will be felt not only by you, but also by those around you. People will begin to recognize a radiant glow upon you, a presence of divine protection that commands respect and reverence. Even your enemies will tremble in the face of this heavenly mantle. What once made you vulnerable now becomes your greatest source of strength. The very pain caused by betrayal is being transmuted into spiritual power. You will carry this strength with dignity, using it not for vengeance, but for guiding others toward truth and light. Soon, when the name is revealed, everything will change in an instant. Conversations will shift. Hidden documents may surface, and witnesses will come forward unexpectedly. The entire web of deception will collapse publicly and undeniably. This is heaven's way of ensuring that justice is not just spiritual but also visible. You will not have to convince anyone of the truth. It will be displayed so clearly that denial will be impossible. From that moment on, every step you take will be free of fear and hesitation. You will walk boldly, knowing that divine protection surrounds you like a shield of unbreakable light. Archangel Michael says, "Take heart, for you are moments away from the greatest unveiling of your life. The truth will set you free, elevate your destiny, and silence every enemy forever."